Hey there, Shannon Paul Realty Group. How are you? Today we're going to talk about what are experts saying that's going to happen in the housing market for the remainder of 2020. We've had an interesting year and it's going to continue to get more interesting. And economists and the data is showing things a little bit differently. So let's dive into the data and see what's happening. I'm going to hit 4 major points. And those 4 major points, we're going to talk about mortgages. Number 1, how is the mortgage industry doing? Number 2, what has been happening to home sales in our country? Number 3, where is our inventory at in our country? And number 4, what's going on with interest rates? All right, here we go. Let's do the deep dive. Number 1, mortgage originations. Now, I have a quote here. He's the Associate Vice President of Economic and Industry Forecasting. He's part of the Mortgage Bankers Association, Joel Can. He's saying that the recovery in housing is happening much faster than we originally expected. We anticipated a drop-off in Q3, but we don't think that's the same case anymore. We've revised our Q3 numbers higher. Before we predicted a 2% decline in originations, and now we think there's going to be a 2% growth. So COVID or not, we're still seeing, and they're still predicting that more mortgages are going to be coming into play. So that means more people are asking for mortgages, more people are submitting applications. That means housing might still be predicted to help get us out of the economic slump that we're in. Number 2, let's talk about sales. What's happening to home sales across our country? The chief economist over at the National Association of Realtors, he said that our numbers as the economy is reopening could even surpass 1 year ago figures in the second half of this year. So that means sales are continuing to rise and sales are going up. We had that pause back in March, right? But even coming out of March, when we were the strictest on our closures and our homestay, we still saw homes moving and more buyers in the market. We also saw that drop off in homes coming to the market. So that's going to lead us to the next one, inventory. What happened to our inventory? Point number 3, what's going on with our inventory? So senior economist George Wrightu over at Realtor.com, he's saying that the next few months we're going to see an incline of inventory coming to the market. But we're still at a national 3.6 to 4%. So what that means is we only have 3.5 months of inventory to 4 months of inventory. It's not a lot of inventory. We haven't seen 6 months of inventory or more in a long time. So that means from a seller's perspective, we're still considered a seller's market from the months of supply. So if you're considering selling, right now is a great time because the pent-up buyer demand that we have, there's no homes for them to purchase. So if you want to sell, now is a great time to sell. Well, some of you might be buyers watching. You say, well, what about me? What if I want to buy? What is my opportunity? And now that brings us to the 4th point, which is mortgage rates. Mortgage rates by Freddie Mac, they've said going forward, we forecast a 30-year fixed rate mortgage to remain low. That means falling to a yearly average of 3.4% in 2020 and a 3.2% in 2021. So all signs are pointing positively from an interest rate standpoint. So for those of you buyers looking out there, yes, it's competitive because yes, interest rates are historically low. You can't borrow money this cheap. It's an incredible time to buy. So bottom line, out of these 4 points, if you're trying to figure out how to time the market for your specific needs, you're going to want to talk to an expert, somebody who understands the data, who is there for you and fights on your behalf. I would be honored to navigate you through this process and set up a strategy session with you to understand your needs and help you figure out your goals. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope this was helpful. Please comment or DM me or call me and let me know if this information is helpful. And if there's a subject you'd like me to cover, I'd be happy to do that as well. All right, take care. Have a beautiful day and stay healthy and safe as always. Bye.